What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask.
As your daughter did not work anymore next door,
What I did,
then I can work with the British government.
I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah.
She was a truly outstanding agent.
I did it, yeah. Spend
And
the whole half, had a
first
bag,
recruited
can
her,
I kick it? Even
she was hesitant as to why she
can I
had to
kick it? Just the flex I went and
do
bought
you
a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have
ask
changed,
me
can
for
I
your
kick
daughter?
it? People acting
Gave her life. Just think the music people.
Tonight, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's a special Halloween night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here comes the Bronco offense with Drew Lock from Missouri in charge.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone, but he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
On 1st and 10, here's Lock. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Lock. Steps away. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Well, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up.
They're going forward with Dobbins. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff to the fullback Janovich. And he's trying to plow ahead, but I don't think he got there. He did it. That's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Returning it, here's Hamlin. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Locke. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you weren't going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive, and last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Howard. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's taken to the 26.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Lock now on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. After one, it's 9-0.
Broncos 9, Bills nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now to the air. Lock. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Allen. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
from the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Running with Howard. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9. Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
10-yard loss on the
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's under pressure again, and down he goes again. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going,
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going
The fuck are you doing?
Intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole, and off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Bills 7.
Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with just over a minute to go before halftime. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
And the focus shifts back to Jerry Jeudy and his Bronco teammates.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredded defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Defense.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On 1st down, Locke. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
4-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Something to get in. Stephon Diggs. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from the defender.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To the air, Allen. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Short throw to Disley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
They go counter with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second and 11 now. Allen looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. To throw again. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down in defense.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they try the right side here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd down, block. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One more time with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen. Short throw to Disley. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the 1st at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, the quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And he's brought down.
Conversion is successful and makes the score Broncos 37.
But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
35-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
From the gun, Locke going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Operating from the gun, Allen, and he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
7 yards the pick up there.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. On fourth down, it's Howard. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Going to throw it here. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
From the gun, Locke. He'll go up top here for him. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And
this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Allen now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
And 10 yards to go.
Now Allen again. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try to run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.